The AEM 21-716C and 21-716P air intake systems are engineered to add horsepower and reduce restriction compared to OEM air intakes, and they come with a lifetime limited warranty. AEM air intakes utilize a reusable dry flow air filter. These oil-free filters are durable and very easy to clean. AEM 21-716C and 21-716P air intakes fit 2012 and 2013 Honda Civics with 2.4-liter engines and 2013 Acura ILX models with 2.4-liter engines. See the AEM catalog or aemintakes.com for complete model list and details. These air intake systems are not legal for highway use in California or other states adopting California emission standards. Check aemintakes.com for up-to-date information on emissions legality for specific parts on specific vehicles. AEM power testing showed an estimated power gain of 8 horsepower at 7,000 RPM with this air intake installed on a 2012 Honda Civic SI with a 2.4-liter engine. Actual results will vary depending on the condition of the vehicle, mileage, weather, and other variables. Here's a comparison of the car's sound on the dyno with the stock OEM system versus AEM's air intake. AEM air intakes come with detailed instructions with pictures and diagrams. AEM intakes are engineered for specific vehicles to produce a safe horsepower increase. Preparing the vehicle. Make sure the vehicle is parked on a level surface. Set the parking brake. If the engine is run in the past 2 hours, let it cool down. Disconnect the negative battery terminal. Do not discard stock components after removal of the factory system. Removal of the stock system. Unplug the MAF sensor. Release the MAF sensor clip from the airbox. Release the clip from the PCV pipe and remove the pipe from the intake tube. Remove the PCV pipe from the valve cover. Loosen the hose clamp on the throttle body. Undo the 2 airbox lid clamps. Now, remove the airbox lid and intake tube. Remove the M6 bolt holding the airbox in place. Lift up on the back of the lower airbox and remove the box. Remove the 2 M6 bolts under the battery tray for the lower intake tube. Raise the front of the vehicle with the jack. Support your vehicle using properly rated jack stands before wheel removal or while working under the vehicle. Remove the driver's side wheel. Remove the 2 plastic clips securing the side splash shield. Move the shield out of the way. Remove the Phillips screw. Remove the 4 front upper clips securing the splash shield. Remove the 2 bottom clips holding the splash shield. Move the splash shield out of the way as shown. Remove the 3 M6 bolts holding the resonator and sound tube. Disconnect the sound tube from the resonator. Remove the resonator from the vehicle. Remove the middle tube from the top of the vehicle. With a razor blade, carefully cut 2 inches off the plastic piece in between the front of the bumper and radiator support for increased airflow. This is how the cut piece should look after it was cut and removed. Remove the MAF sensor. Place a rag under the hose to catch any spilled coolant. Release the clip on the throttle body coolant hose and pull the hose off. Place a rag under the hose to catch any spilled coolant. Release the clip on the thermostat coolant hose and pull the hose off. Installation of the AEM intake system. When installing the intake system, do not completely tighten the hose clamps or mounting hardware until instructed to do so. Install the provided 10 and 5/16 inch hose and 2 1/4 inch hose clamps on the throttle body and thermostat, and tighten the hose clamps. Install the 5-530 coupler on the throttle body with the two number 48 hose clamps. Tighten the hose clamp on the throttle body. Install the MAF sensor in the upper intake tube. Install the coupler in the number 48 hose clamp on the upper intake tube and tighten the clamp. Now, install the number 44 hose clamp on the coupler, but leave it loose. Install the edge trim on the battery tray. Install the middle pipe 2-1492 using the M6 bolt and M6 washer and leave loose. Now install the upper pipe onto the throttle body and middle pipe. Remove the OEM M6 bolt holding the ground wires and replace it with a rubber mount. Install the coupler and number 48 and 44 hose clamps on the lower intake tube and leave loose. Set the lower intake tube in place. Align the lower intake tube and tighten the M6 nut. Install the AEM air filter. Tighten the hose clamp. Make sure your filter has proper clearance and tighten the two hose clamps. Plug in the MAF sensor. Install the 5/8 inch hose and two hose clamps on the PCV vent on the valve cover and the intake tube. Make sure that you have proper clearance around the intake system and tighten the M6 bolt on the middle tube bracket. Now tighten the two lower clamps. Now tighten the upper clamp. Now tighten the final hose clamp. Reassemble the vehicle. Position the inlet pipes for the best fitment. Be sure that the pipes or any other components do not contact any part of the vehicle. Tighten any rubber mounts if applicable, all bolts and hose clamps. Check for proper hood clearance. Readjust pipes if necessary and retighten them. Inspect the engine bay for any loose tools and check that all fasteners that were moved or removed are properly tightened. Reconnect the negative battery terminal and start the engine. Let the vehicle idle for 3 minutes. Perform the final inspection before driving the vehicle. It will be necessary to check AEM air intakes periodically for realignment, clearance, and tightening of all connections. Failure to follow the above instructions or proper maintenance may void warranty. Go to aemintakes.com to find products, download installation instructions, view dyno charts showing estimated horsepower gains, and for other product details.